Okay. For those who have a question on how to get this recording again, I started the recording. Okay. So you can get this recording, and for that link will be provided to you, whoever sent the class link. Okay. Perfect. Next. Okay. So let's start the session now. So in this Tableau training plan, we'll be covering almost all of the points. With this, you can know basic Tableau that you can go into a company and start surviving. Okay. And for those who are already in a company, this will definitely help you understand more concepts and go further in your careers. So let's start with what is Tableau and what are Tableau versions. So first point, what is Tableau? Tableau is a visualization or reporting tool. So basic idea is to generate reports. We use this visualization tool. Okay. Sometimes, or some people also call this as drag and drop tool. Why do they call drag and drop tool? Because nearly everything, almost everything that you do in Tableau can be accomplished by drag and drops or clicks. While other software, especially in the BI field, software like TIBCO, Alteryx, or ClickView, Power BI, all of these require more coding. So let's start with this. This is the initial view that you see once you open Tableau. To open Tableau, once you install, you'll get an icon similar to this. I have multiple versions installed in mine. Okay, so that's why you can see multiple icons here. In this, I have opened one of them. So this is the default view. First, I'll show you a sample report. For this, I connected to this file. Let me open that file for you. Sorry. Sheet 1. I generated this simple report with nothing but drag and drops. I didn't do any coding, and I was able to generate this report. Now what does this say? I have few categories and few subcategories. These are my categories. Okay, and these are my subcategories. In this, I'm trying to find out what are the different sales. Now you might have a question, what is the importance of a report? Okay, the reason is that, see, all the companies wants to store data nowadays. You might have heard Hadoop is really good in the market right now. Now, why is Hadoop really great in the market right now? Because more companies wants to save more data, unstructured data, structured data. They just wants to save data. Now, you might have a question like, why are companies saving data? Like, what is the point of saving data? So this saving data is used so that it can gain insights into your current company or current work, and based on that you can change your future. For example, say you have it's Black Friday and you have to purchase a laptop from Best Buy. Okay, so last year you went and stood in the queue at 6 p.m. You stood in the line till 8 p.m. and still once you went into the store, the laptop was already gone because it was a great deal if someone else took it. Okay, now this is a problem. So this year, what can you do based on your experience or data from previous year? What can you think? You can either go to the store at 4 p.m. or you can place the order online, whichever is easy for you. So your future, you are controlling it based on the past experiences. In company world, They will save data so that they can get insights from there and then predict the future. This is the main requirement or use of a report or business intelligence. Okay. Now I'm unmuting all of you. If you have any questions, please let me know. Do you have any questions? What is the
No.
use of Tableau? What is a report? What is a visualization? Why do we use a business intelligence or analytics tool?
My question is that,
Mahesh, I couldn't hear you.
yeah, actually, my
Yes.
question is that we have like how many companies are usually, I mean, currently using Tableau, and it, it is just for
Nearly,
sales. Mhm.
nearly 25,000 companies are using Tableau right now.
Okay,
That's the
so
second best tool available. The most number of companies.
mm,
Okay, I'm muting you, Mahesh.
sure,
I'm
sure.
hearing a lot of background noise. Okay, the most number of companies currently using ClickView. Okay, but the problem with ClickView is it was developed in 1993. Okay, so it's not so robust. Whereas Tableau basically started its birth in 2003, but that was very basic, and till 2007 they didn't do much. Okay, I have muted everyone. I was getting a lot of noise, so I muted. So if you have any questions, raise a hand. And coming back to your question, Mahesh, nearly 35,000 of the companies use ClickView, but the problem with ClickView is that it's outdated. So most of the companies are migrating from ClickView to Tableau. Tableau is the mostly used tool available in current market. Every year, Tableau is adding nearly 3 to 4,000 companies or 3 to 4,000 clients for them. Whereas any other tool available in the BI market are not adding more than 1,000. They're not even adding more than 1,000 clients per year, whereas Tableau is adding more than 4,000 clients. This has been the trend for the past 3 years. Okay, awesome. Now that you understood why do we use a business intelligence tool, let's also talk about why Tableau. Like what is that good thing in Tableau that every company wants to go towards Tableau. So to do that, let me show you a graph. So this is a survey that I'm going to show right now. So now I'm going to show you a survey. Gartner's Magic Quadrant Business Intelligence 2015. So what this company Gartner will do is that it always gives a magic quadrant. This is basically like a small graph on different software. Right now, Tableau is a business intelligence tool, right? That's why we're searching in business intelligence tools for the year 2015 because 2016 is out, but it's available only for paid. It's not completely out. So that's why we'll compare 2015 versions. So let me search for this. Gartner Magic Quadrant. What this does is basically it will compare all the available market, so all the available tools in the current market. So for business intelligence, it's going to compare right now. So we'll see the images. Where is the 2015? Okay. Is this clear for you? Can you see this image clearly? Or this one? Can you see this image clearly? Okay. Awesome. So in this one, this is the Gartner's Magic Quadrant that they released. Gartner's Magic Quadrant for 2015 for BI and analytics platforms. So this one will search all the available software in the market and it will rate them. So here we have completeness of vision. That means how complex can you make, or something like if the requirement is complex, what is the level of complexity that you can go to solve? That's the completeness of vision. Ability to execute. That means how easy it is to execute. Okay. So something in the top right side is best, right? You can do a lot of complex things and it's very easy to do them. So an ideal software will be in this one, in this top right quadrant. It's called leaders if you observe. Leaders. So these are the leaders available in current market, of which Tableau is on the top. Remember I told you something that's on the top and on the right are better. So in this, these are on the right side, rightmost, and these are on the top. Tableau is alone on top. That means it's very easy to do things in Tableau, and Tableau can also do a lot of complex things. Now, if you observe SAS and SAP, others, those that are right side to Tableau are complete coding. You require a minimum of 3 to 4 years to even, like perform well. Whereas for Tableau, you just require 3 to 4 months, not more than that. So Tableau is very easy and it can do a lot of complex analysis. That is the reason why why companies choose Tableau. And also, there is one more thing. Why do companies choose Tableau? For that, let's understand. So why do companies choose Tableau? Okay, here. Now, the main aim of a company is that it wants to optimize everything. So, company wants to optimize everything. That means, so to develop a product, take the least amount of time, okay, spend little money, get more worth out of that product. That means like make it the best. Okay, take less time, take less money, make it the best thing, and then less maintenance. You don't want to keep on maintaining it, right? So if someone discovers a problem in the product that you developed, you want to deal with it quickly, you want to finish it quickly. Okay, now in this one, let's compare Tableau with other software here. Spend the least amount of time, because Tableau is very easy, and compared to most other tools in the market, Tableau can generate a dashboard in the least amount of time compared to others. Okay, that's why this point is checked. Okay, spend least amount of time, then spend little money compared to other software available in the market today. Now if you observe, these are our leaders. So if someone has to pick for better performance, they has to pick from here. Out of these tools available in the market right now, cost of Tableau is the least. Okay, for others you have to pay more, so you're spending less money here. Get more worth out of your product. That means, say, make it the best. That means you can even generate something that's very complex. So yes for this. And less maintenance. Why less maintenance? Because we have already talked about this. You want to spend as little amount of maintenance on your product. You don't want to keep on hanging with that. You want to go to the next thing, right? So because it's easy to develop and it's also easy to troubleshoot. Now, what do I mean by troubleshoot? Basically, if there is a problem discovered, the time or the resources that you spend, okay, the resources that you spend on that should be less, and it's very little on Tableau. Less maintenance also, Tableau is the best. So for these reasons, a company would want to choose Tableau. Okay, spend little money, spend little time, get more worth out of your product, and also less maintenance. Now, one last thing is that sometimes this comes scalability. What do I mean by this? So, for example, say you are running a firm and you received a project. You have to develop a dashboard for me. Okay. Now, for that, what you'll do, you'll basically hire few contractors. You'll generate a dashboard, right? But you also have to purchase the software, purchase the hardware, and maintain it. Now, scalability comes into picture. So, if the say the project duration is 6 months, so for this 6 months, you need good resources. You need good personnel. You need good resources, as in good software, good hardware, and everything. But once the 6 months period is over, you don't want to spend money for that, right? You don't need the software anymore. You do not need hardware anymore. You don't want to pay for those things. So that's what I mean by scalability. Sometimes your organization can become big, sometimes small. So Tableau's one of the biggest advantages is this scalability. They have launched many things for this scalability. Okay. One of the products is Tableau Online. We'll talk about the different products in the next point. What are the different Tableau products? Okay. Before that, I'm unmuting all of you. Do you have any questions?
No, no,
No
sir.
questions, right?
Yep.
Okay. I just muted again. Now, the next point, let's see. What are Tableau versions? So currently, Tableau versions. Currently, current market is using Tableau 9. There are many variations in 9, 9.3, 9.2, 9.1, and 9.0. And then few companies are still in 8. Tableau 8, okay? The main versions that they are in are 8.3 and 8.2. Next point, a beta version of Tableau 10 is also released. Okay. Now let's talk about the different versions here. So why are more companies in this version? In fact, if we compare, most of them are here in 9.3 and 9.2 because these are latest, most updated, have few bugs or very little bugs compared to others or other versions of the same software, 9.1 and 9.0. Where in fact, like 9.0 has the least number of customers. The reason is that, so if you observe between 8.3 and 9.0, there is an integer change. Whereas 9.0 and 9.1, there is a change in the decimal. That means if there is a change in decimal, that means it's a small change. If there is a change in the integer, that means the whole version is changed. So if a company currently is using 8.3, they don't want to go to 9.0 directly. They will wait some time if needed and go to either 9.1 or 9.2, so that someone might use Tableau 9.0. They can find all the bugs, and all the bugs will be rectified by 9.1, and then this company can go and utilize that 9.1. Okay, are you clear with that? Why are most companies present in this region, 9.2 and 9.3? Okay. Now you might ask a question like, why are still few companies at 8.2 and 8.3? The reason is that Tableau has a 1 year software license. That means every 1 year you have to renew your license, or you can get it for like lifetime licenses. But most of the companies purchase lifetime. Few companies purchase yearly licenses. So for every 1 year, I'll purchase the license so that I can get any upgrades I have. But as long as it's in this 1 year time frame. Now, Tableau 8 was a big hit. So because Tableau 8 was a big hit, and 1 year finished after 8.3, before 9.0. That's why few companies are yet to migrate into 9.0. Okay, perfect. So before I go to the next point, I will unmute you. So if you have any questions, you can speak up.
Uh, Sir, this is Mahesh. Actually, I have a
Hi,
question.
Mahesh.
Hi. What about 8.1 and 8.0? Are there no 8 point, I mean, there are no
There are,
versions?
but it's like very, very few companies, They're, they just simply upgraded to Tableau 8.2 and 8.3 versions.
Okay,
Okay,
got it.
awesome.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Ramush, Sharat, or Snigdha?
Yeah. No. No.
Awesome,
I'm good.
perfect. So we'll talk about the next option. Okay, the next option or next point was, what are Tableau products and what is the use of each product? Now, coming back to Tableau products,
What
there are
about the
mainly,
tablet 10?
sorry, oh,
What about the
Tableau 10.
tablet?
Okay,
Yeah.
Tableau 10 is still in the beta version. Okay, it's
Okay.
released. There are very huge enhancements compared to Tableau 9. One great thing about this company is that the all the money that they spend goes into research. Now, why is this helpful? They can roll out great products very quickly compared to other tools available in the market.
Okay.
And remember, this is not a programming language, this is a tool. So as long as this is a tool, it's very easy to handle the tool. And that's why many companies are migrating to this tool. One of the one of the major requirements currently available, okay, one of the greater requirements currently available is migrating the dashboards from Excel to Tableau. That's one of the biggest requirements currently present in the market. They're all migrating from either Excel to Tableau or ClickView to Tableau or SSRS to Tableau. So the reason is that basically Tableau is more reliable, more picturesque. That means viewing is good and easy to handle while costing less. Okay, and because it's very easy to handle Tableau, you do not need a very skilled labor. For example, say you are handling SaaS, okay, SaaS or SaaS. You need someone with high skill, very high skill, and you need like someone with like at least 7 years, 10 years of experience, and they charge more. So the cost of personnel is more, okay, and you require, because it's coding and it takes more time to write and you have to do more things from scratch, you require more personnel, not just highly skilled, but more number of people. And after these two, you also require the hardware. The hardware requirements for Tableau is less compared to other software. So because the hardware requirements are less, you're spending less money towards your hardware. You're spending, I've already explained why you're spending less money towards your personal. So personal is less, okay? Hardware is less and software is also less. And the amount of time it takes to develop, because all of these are already pre-coded, okay? It's very easy to do. Perfect. Now we will discuss on the advancements of Tableau 10 also. Don't worry about that. That will be the last session of Tableau training plan. What are the advancements that they brought into Tableau 10? Perfect. So the next one, we'll talk about different Tableau products. So before we start Tableau products, we have to understand how do people work in Tableau, or what is the basic architecture, or how do we proceed. So the first thing is, what is Tableau used for to generate reports? How do Tableau generate these reports? By utilizing existing data, right? So the first thing is you need data. That means first you have to connect to data. Okay. Now once you connect, you need to generate the reports, right? That means you have to develop them. Develop the reports or Viz. Once you're done with this, the final is publishing. That means, so now that you generated these reports, you have to give it to the required personnel, right? Either your CEO, either a business analyst, either some other client, all those things. So that's publish. Okay. So the first part is these two. First you connect to the data, then develop the reports or Viz. So in Tableau, to handle the point 1 and 2, we have a product called Tableau Desktop, okay, to handle points 1, 2. And once Tableau handles this 1.1, 2, it's very important, like connecting to data is a simple thing, but developing is very important. And publishing is just a small step, final step. So because this is very important and takes more time compared to others, the development and connecting to data, connecting is a simple task, but developing the reports. That's why in our Tableau training plan, all of these pages, like in fact, till 50 points, we will be concentrating on Tableau Desktop, okay? And the next points will be on the other platforms, the publish area, okay? So most of the time, we will be discussing about this, okay? Points 1 and 2. And the final points we discuss will be related to this point, publish, okay? So for publish, there are many platforms that Tableau has developed. So the first one is Tableau Server. The next one is Tableau Online, Tableau Reader, Public, Mobile, okay? So these are the different platforms currently available to publish or to share your reports. Now let's explore the different options, okay? Tableau Server. So the idea behind the server is you purchase the server, then you also need someone to maintain it. Okay, you purchase hardware, oh sorry, server or hardware. You purchase software. Okay, so basic idea is that Tableau server will be standalone to your company. To your company. Now don't worry, we'll be exploring more option of Tableau server once we finish discussing about Tableau desktop. Now we'll be simply seeing an introduction to your Tableau server, because there's only one product to handle your points 1 and 2 here: connect to data and develop the reports or visuals. We're not talking about Tableau desktop right now. That's the immediate point we'll be talking about once our server information is finished. This is standalone to your company, Tableau server. That means you also have to purchase your software, hardware, and also hire someone to maintain it. Whereas Tableau Online, this is a cloud-based platform. That means actually this one is maintained by Tableau. You do not require someone to maintain. You do not require a huge server. You simply require the software. Okay? Just the software is required. So that's the reason many companies which are small, so small companies would choose to prefer Tableau Online. Okay? And then Tableau Reader. This is basically a standalone platform, but you have to share the data. Okay? That means you have to give out your data also. Are you clear? Okay. So that means let's start with just Tableau Public, and then we'll discuss all these different options once again. So Tableau Public, a cloud-based platform, but share the data. Okay. Now let's see the difference here between Tableau Server, Online, Reader, and Public. So let's say you need to watch a movie. Okay. You can watch it in a theater. You can produce a movie and then watch it. You can download it, or you can use CDs to exchange it, or you can download it, say, in torrents. Okay. So this one is basically like having it on Netflix or YouTube, where you can see it. You can see the movie. You can utilize it, but you cannot download it. But Tableau Public is a cloud-based platform where you will have the data, or you can have the data. That means like torrents or downloadable links. Okay. In Tableau Online, this is a cloud-based platform, definitely true. But you cannot download the data. You can only consume it. In Tableau Public, you can not just consume the data, that means watching the movie, you can also download it. Now, this is a problem sometimes because companies spend humongous amounts of money, okay, humongous amounts of money to secure this data. They simply don't want to give this to everyone. Okay, so that's why they choose to go for Tableau Online compared to Tableau Public. But the biggest advantage of a Tableau Public is it's free. Okay, so if you do not care about your data, then you can definitely use Tableau Public. Okay, this is free in nature. You can simply publish it. You can share the link with your clients and they can access it easily. This is free. The problem is you have to share the data, not just the dashboard. This one is not free and you can simply have that. Now the next thing is CDs or DVDs. So Tableau Reader is like a CD DVD. It means you have to give the file, but not like torrents. It will not be available for everyone to use. You need that file. So I have to send that file. So something like I should give it to you in either a form of a CD or USB or anything like that. Like literally for Tableau Reader, you need the file, and for getting that file, people exchange it in CDs, DVDs, or pen drives, or FTP servers, all those things. Okay. Now Tableau Reader is also free. It's free, but this platform cannot handle so much data. And also, you do not want this data to be lying around everywhere. The problem is that someone can get their hands on this data. For example, say you have sales figures, okay? That means sales numbers. Now, if you have these sales numbers or contracts, anything like that, you don't want to give this information to each and everyone. You want either your CEO, CFOs to know, some business analysts to know, but you don't want to get this sales information outside of your company. Another instance can be something like, say you're working for an insurance company, okay? Health insurance. Now, in this health insurance company, you have data about many people. You have their social security numbers, you have their phone numbers, you have their addresses, you are aware of what kind of problems that they are facing, like especially in terms of health. What are the diseases that each and everyone has? Now, if you keep this data lying out around everywhere where anyone can utilize this, it will definitely create you an issue, right? Because someone can simply download this data, they can take it outside and they can identify each and every person, and they can even call them saying, you have this, you have that, or they can use the social security number, all those things. So that's a problem. Now, finally, we have to discuss Tableau server. The Tableau server is like something you make it by yourself and you keep it for yourself, like a production house. Okay? Something you made it, but you're not sharing it completely. You have it with you, and if you want it, you can share it. You cannot download the data, and someone, if they need to access, they either have to come to your theater. Okay? Something like that. So these are the different platforms. I'm unmuting all of you. If you have any questions, you can let me know. Did everyone understand the different platforms?
We can't modify the data, right? We just use the data.
You can download it, and once you download it, you can copy into Excel or anything like that, and you can modify it.
And we can upload it to the Tableau?
No, you cannot upload it.
Okay.
If you upload it, it will be a different file.
Okay.
It will have a different URL, or you can either overwrite it. But in Tableau, in any of these platforms, you cannot overwrite anything. Okay?
Okay.
For overwriting, you need permission.
Okay.
So something like, so say you you go to a bank and ask for a loan, or while you're looking at stocks of a company, they will release the stocks information. Okay, they'll release the stocks information, like also their sales information, something like for this year we made $1 million profit, but they will not drill it. That means they'll not go deep into things. Something like Shiva paid me half a million, he paid me $25,000, all those things. That is proprietary data. With Tableau Reader, you can download it and you can explore it. And with Tableau Public also, you can download and explore it. Now this will cause problems for security. Okay, awesome. And the last point is Tableau Mobile. So what does Tableau Mobile do is that if you want to access these dashboards, either of Tableau Online or Tableau Server, on iPads, tablets, iPhones, Android phones, Blueberry, BlackBerry, all those things, you use Tableau Mobile for that. Okay. What is the use of Tableau Mobile? Simply, till now we were using a laptop or a server to view your dashboards. With Tableau Mobile, you can view them on your mobiles. So it's easy to go, and anyone can access it anywhere. You don't need to bring your laptop each and every place. You can go to a holiday and still take care of things. Okay, awesome. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, awesome. So let's stop the session for today because I know it's just 5 minutes left. So questions can be something like not just related to Tableau, like what are the different like how many classes are available, how many sessions we can take, or how many sessions are required for me. What are all the things that we discuss? Do I take SQL or not? Anything. Do you have any questions other than what we discussed? Not just related.
Uh,
Is Tableau good in the market? How many jobs are available? What is the future? You can ask anything like that.
uh,
Uh,
Hello?
hello?
Just go ahead,
I'm hearing
Mahesh.
a lot of background noise.
Yeah, go ahead, Mahesh.
Mahesh?
Yes, sir. Actually, my question is that, do we need SQL for this? I mean, not just for this. Should we have any SQL knowledge for Tableau?
Very basic SQL knowledge might be required. Okay,
Okay.
having it in handy would be helpful. Okay, that's all I
Okay.
can say.
Okay.
So we will also discuss SQL if it's required. So because two of you already know SQL, and if you don't need to go through that, I can set up some private sessions for those who require SQL, and we can go through it then. Okay,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
awesome.
Hello? Hello, sir.
Yeah, Sharath.
As you said about the future, I had Tableau is not there before 6 to 7 years back. So, what extent we can expect about the future, how it's going to be?
Okay, definitely Tableau is going to be in the market for another at least 6 years. Okay,
Okay.
and in this 6 years, you'll definitely be experts on Tableau because even in the first year itself, you'll become experts. There's
Okay.
not a lot of thing uh, that's required or that you can do in Tableau. It can generate very complex things, but it's very easy to do those complex things also. That's why in just 1 year you will be an expert. And because the profiles you'll be taking are business analyst, okay, business analyst or data analyst roles,
Hmm.
you'll be moving into analytics positions. That means
Okay.
that can also include something like data scientist roles, finding the
Yeah.
patterns,
Okay.
identifying what's not there or what's not yet available, or analytics like going into like exploring what can be the future, what can be your next year sales, what should
Okay.
you do
Forecasting.
to prepare.
Yeah, it's like forecasting.
Yes, perfect forecasting.
Okay.
Okay, so within 6 years, 6 years is a very long time, and I am saying this based on the basic info that I have on Tableau. Like if they leave things at Tableau 10, okay?
Okay.
If they leave things at Tableau 10, still it will be good for 5 more years. Because as I have just showed you, like there's no other tool in the market that can provide all these things so cheap and so better, in a better way. But definitely they'll be making more versions and it will be continued. Okay?
Okay, I mean, it may continue after 6 years also, you're saying, if it was
Yes.
successful. Okay. And is it, do we require any certification? Hello?
No, you do not require any certification.
Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you,
The
sir.
certification comes in handy,
Mm-hmm.
but like no one does certification on Tableau. It's very easy.
Okay. So
Okay.
it doesn't make any difference, you're saying, like added advantage. When we
Added
put our
advantage
result.
can be something like if you and someone else has equal marks, which is very rare, but
Okay.
they might prefer someone with a certificate in that case. But right now, the number of students or the number of personnel available in market on Tableau is less, and the number of jobs available is huge. So you can go to any job site and search for Tableau. You'll
Yeah, yes,
find
I've
thousands,
gone it.
thousands of.
Yeah, I did small research on it. I found a number of jobs, like just in one place it was like 50 above. So I think it's good.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that's great to know.
Yeah.
Perfect. Any other questions?
No, sir, I'm good.
Okay. So generally, the session architecture will be something like the initial 5 minutes or 10 minutes will discuss about previous sessions. Okay, whatever we discussed, will basically give an overview. Okay. Now, once that is done, we'll discuss for nearly 50 minutes all the
Mm.
sessions, all the information from this Tableau training plan. Okay. All of these points we'll start discussing. If you have any questions, we can also set some private sessions, one-on-one or one-on-two, anything like that. And finally, the last it can go to n number of minutes. It doesn't matter. It can go to like 1 hour also. So the last 5 minutes till 1 hour, it will be like questions and QA. So you can leave in the queue while we are having this question session. Okay. Is everyone clear on how session is designed?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
clear.
Awesome. So any other questions? Snigdha, Sharath, Ramu and Mahesh?
Oh, good.
I'm good.
Awesome.
No.
Perfect. So let's close the session for today. You can leave if you want. I just have to make a quick chat with Sam. Hi, Sam. You have to unmute yourself to speak with me.
Hello, yes, sir.
Yeah, hi, Sam. I see that you just joined the session.
Yes.
Was there any confusion in the timing?
No, I don't know. I get a mail and I joined this training session.
Okay. We just finished the Tableau training or Tableau demo basically. Okay.
Yeah,
So you
you
can,
have another session like demo session, any
yes,
weekend timing.
um, I don't know about the next time, but it will be available in this week only. Okay. So
Okay,
before this Sunday, there will be another session, another demo, and you can attend that. And in the meanwhile, whoever sent you the link, you can ask them for this recording and you can hear the recording. Okay.
okay.
Awesome. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Awesome. Have a good day. Bye.